Aloha, my name is Grif Frost. I'm the #1 business broker on the Big Island of Hawaii. I represent VR Business Brokers, who's #1 in the world, #1 in the United States, #1 in Hawaii, and definitely #1 on the Big Island of Hawaii. Oftentimes when I'm helping seller clients, business owners, sell their business, I'll make the recommendation that they shouldn't sell their business right now. They should take certain steps to increase the value of their business and then turn around and sell it in 2 to 3 years. On this video, I'm going to introduce my 12-step plan to double the value of your business. The first step is have a current business plan which you are actively using to manage your business. I recommend going to the website bplans.com, which has 400 plus actual business plans that you can review, and then download their software, which is $100, and it's wonderful software that will help you create a business plan that becomes a living document for your company. Secondly, once you have that business plan in place, I recommend that you spend 30 minutes every morning thinking about how can you implement ideas in that business plan, or how can you maximize the value of your business. Number 2 is you need to improve your SDE. SDE is seller's discretionary earnings. As small business owners, we like to take every deduction possible because nobody likes to write checks to the government at the end of the year. But if you take a look at your profit and loss statement, people are going to look at that end result and say, hey, there's no value in this business, so you have to recast your earnings, and that becomes the seller's discretionary earnings, or the true owner's benefit to owning the business. So what you need to do is understand that SDE is the driver to maximize the value of your business, and you need to improve your SDE. Next, number 3 is clean up your financial records. If real estate is location, 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 business value is financials, financials, financials. Make sure your financial statements are organized, that they're up to date. Make sure that your tax returns match your financial statements, and make sure that everything is organized, because a buyer is quite likely going to be using the Small Business Administration or the SBA for part of the financing to acquire your business, and they're going to be looking at a valuation based on the last 3 years' tax returns. Number 4, if your business is location dependent, lock in a good long-term lease. Make sure it's written down. Make sure that your landlord is not going to take a huge percentage of your business sale, which is actually the case in many places in Oahu, and I haven't seen it here on the Big Island. But pull out your lease, take a good hard look at it, make sure that you've got a great lease in place that can easily be transferred to the new buyer of your business. Number 5, have written agreements with your major customers. I've worked with over 200 different businesses on this island, and I'm amazed at some of the really big established businesses that don't have any written agreements with their top 5 customers. So make sure you have written agreements with your top customers that are going to be easy to transfer to the new buyer, the new owner of your business. Number 6, invest in your employees and management team. Remember, a buyer's coming from the mainland, probably. And this is not a third world country, it's not a foreign country, but sometimes the Big Island seems that way to people from the mainland. So it's really important that you have good employees in place, you have good managers in place that are going to be they're going to be an asset to the value of your business from the buyer's perspective. Number 7, strengthen your systems. When we sell a franchise business, we get a higher price than when we sell an independent business, usually. And the reason is because franchises have systems. They have systems in place. They're easier to manage for a new buyer. So if you have a business that you're planning to sell, take some time to make sure that you've got all your systems in place so that the business will be easy to manage for a new buyer. Number 8, build barriers to entry. Make it difficult for competitors to successfully enter your market. And secure, for example, you can secure exclusives on certain products. We live on an island. That's great. So if you have an exclusive for a certain product on the big island, that adds a lot of value because nobody else can carry that line. So make it a little bit difficult for competitors to start up in this market. Number 9, maintain your facilities and upgrade your equipment. A business that's properly priced, has the right terms, and shows well will sell. And think about it. When you walk into a business, you look around and say, hey, this person really cares about the business. Everything's well organized, well maintained. Everything's painted. There's good landscaping in place. Maintain your facilities and upgrade your equipment. If you have old, outdated computer equipment, for example, get new equipment. It's so much cheaper and it's so much better than the older equipment, and it shows that you're investing in your facilities and that you really care about the business, and that adds value on behalf of the buyer. Number 10, make the business less dependent on you. Buyers will pay a premium for a business which they can own and operate as absentee owners. The more a business is dependent on you as the owner, the less value it has. So really work hard to make sure that the business is not dependent on you. And by the way, that's the definition of an LQ business, is a business where you're working only when you want to work and will operate without you having to be there all the time. Number 11, go green. We're an island. Sustainability is really important, and there are so many simple things you can do to create a green, not only image, but an actuality for your business. Buyers that I deal with will pay a 20% to 30% premium for a business which is perceived and in actuality is green. So figure out how to go green. There's lots of good resources available to learn how to do that. And finally, number 12, use the internet effectively. Every business today needs to be utilizing the internet effectively. If you're able to use the internet effectively, number 1, it's going to be much more cost effective. You're going to end up generating a higher SDE. But number 2, your business is going to run a whole lot better. So make sure that your business is utilizing the internet effectively. And finally, go ahead and reach out to me because I've got lots more ideas and I'd love to help you figure out how you can double the value of your business. My email address is grifFrost@vrhi.com, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Aloha.